What's going on, Merc fam? In today's video, we're going to be talking about a relatively new show called Invincible on Amazon Prime. I don't know if you guys have seen this. If you're comic book fans, this is something you definitely need to check out. But look, before we get into that, I want to make sure that everybody likes, subscribes, and go ahead and tap that notification bell one time for your boy. I just want to make sure that everything I post you are fully aware of, no cap. All right, now without further ado, let's jump into this show review. So going into this series, I really had no idea what any of it was about. I mean, I seen the superheroes' faces on my timeline, and I just thought to myself, they look like knockoff versions of what I really enjoyed. So when my boy Geek Realm tried to put me onto this new show, I really had my doubts about it, and I kind of stayed away from it as much as I could. But at the end of the day, I found myself on Amazon Prime, clicking it and watching it. A lot of the hype surrounding this show has to do with Steven Yeun. I don't know if you guys recognize this character, but he is from The Walking Dead. At least that's where I know him from. A really crazy thing that a lot of people may not know is that the entire cast of The Walking Dead played the voices of the Guardians of the Globe. I know, how crazy is that? Not only did Steven get the shine, but he actually brought the whole team along. And seriously, when you watch every episode, there's so many different voice actors. I even heard Seth Rogen, and it was absolutely crazy to hear him as a Martian person fighting our character Invincible. Upon digging deeper into the Invincible source material, I found myself learning that these are almost parody versions of the heroes that we know and love. Now, after I actually learned that fact, I felt a little more comfortable allowing these characters in and out of my life, because within the first 10 minutes of the first episode, everyone's killed. There's a main superhero, and he's kind of a knockoff version of Superman, alright? But this character is from a planet called Voltrium, and he comes to Earth, he meets these Guardians of the Globe, and pretty much they help to protect the world, kind of like a Justice League or the Avengers. But the more that I started to watch this show, I was immediately put onto the fact that this is not Marvel and it's not DC. It is super graphic. Not only do they say bad words, but this Omni-Man character literally destroys the Guardians of the Globe, and I'm telling you, it is incredible. It made me queasy. I couldn't believe the amount of blood and gore and teeth and brain matter all over the scene of this show. I was just baffled, man. I mean, really, the second I had to pause it, I was like, yo, can somebody watch this with me? And it really had to be confirmed with me that this was something real. I couldn't believe that these cartoon characters were literally knocking each other off. The story more or less revolves around a character by the name of Mark Grayson, who is the son of Omni-Man, the superhero guy who turned apeshit and killed all the heroes. He's basically a regular teenager. Upon his 17th, or I think it's 18th birthday, he actually perceives to have powers. So our main character, Mark Grayson, he is our Invincible character. He is the main headline of this show, and I really liked his character growth, the relationship between him and his father. Ultimately, he wants to be like his father. He's been waiting to get his powers his whole life and can't wait to step into his father's shoes. I felt the most conflicting thing about these first 4 episodes is that we know his dad is a crazy murderer, and on top of that, he's lying to everyone he loves, especially his wife. All right, there's this guy who runs this corporation. He's kind of like a Nick Fury. He pops up at your crib. He's always watching you, always got tabs on your social media. He's even lying to these people, and I don't know for the life of me why. Being that I've never read or heard of these comics, and I don't want to spoil it by going too deep into these reviews on YouTube, I'm really trying to piece this thing together, and I'm kind of enjoying it. Not only was there a team named Guardians of the Globe, they actually had a knockoff version of Teen Titans called Teen Team. What a mouthful. Not gonna lie, I enjoyed this group of teammates a lot more than I did the Guardians of the Globe, because these guys seem to be a lot more original. They weren't necessarily straight reflections of the heroes that we know and love. It felt a little more authentic to know that they put some time and thought into actual characters like Adam Eve or Rexplode. There are so many aspects of this show that are really growing on me. I can't wait to see what happens to our hero Invincible. I want to know what it's gonna take for the dad to tell the son what he did, and I can't wait to see what he does about it, man. It seems like his kid is really trying to be a superhero, and I think that he'll stand for something more if he's put in that position. Have you guys seen this show? Seriously, it's incredible. Damn near invincible in my book. I think that if you haven't seen this, you really need to tune in. But until next time, guys, it's been a pleasure. It's your boy Merc, but I'm out.